All right, we're going live. What is going on, you guys? Welcome to Dragon Sports Podcast. It's been a while, we're back, but we got more stuff coming. We got some NBA talk, Arkansas losing to MS State. We got much more.
Yes, let's go. I'm Jax, as you know.
All right, what is up, guys? What is up, guys? Jax, you might need to go on mute. Okay, there we go. Sounds a lot better. All right, so a lot of talk. I know we weren't active for 2 weeks. I was out sick, and then we had some other problems going on, but we're back now. So let's get to some talks. So NBA talk. The Phoenix Suns lose to the Denver Nuggets. Tough loss. Jackson Hohnbaum didn't get to watch it, but I'll tell you a little thing. Damian Lee underratedly went off. The starters didn't play as much, but we got to see some spurts and all that. Cam Johnson's out. A lot of players are out. And, well, I know y'all didn't watch it, but we got some what's y'all's thoughts on it? I like just looking from stats and all that.
Yeah, so I enjoy preseason, but it's not the same as the regular postseason. You know, season's about to get started. You know the feels. It's about to be a good one. Good season. I can just feel it. Some underrated teams gonna go good.
Like, this is where the time where people are getting ready to get their body straight and working on working on the fundamentals to get better. Like right now, we got a lot of teams that are working, like building their things up. We got some players working on stuff like their shot and everything. Okay, let's talk some preseason. So let's see what games are going on today. All right, today's games. Let me screen share real quick. Screen share button. There you go. All right, you guys see my screen though? Just give me a thumbs up or something. Okay, perfect. All right, first game of the day. Hawks versus Cavaliers. I think Hawks are gonna win. Hawks versus Cavaliers. I think we'll win it. I think we'll win this game. I think the Hawks will win this game out with Trae Young playing. What is your guys' thoughts on it?
Yeah, Cavaliers probably not even putting anyone good in, so most likely Hawks will win.
I'm seeing Trae Young pull this out if he finishes out the game in this preseason game. But yeah, I also have the Hawks.
The Hawks are looking good this season, but the Cavs are looking good with Donovan Mitchell. They just picked up, and they got some other players on the back with Evan Mobley and not Colin Sexton no more since they got traded, but Darius Garland is really good. I think this team will be a shocker in the Eastern Conference. All right, next game, let's do Knicks Pacers. I think Knicks will win it out, but my thing is on these teams are both the Pacers are trying to get players, establishing players, but the Knicks are also trying to make it to the play-in tournament, at least what I think. But I don't think they'll be that good this season, or the Pacers. But I think the Knicks will win it out. What is your guys' thoughts on this?
Are these two teams competing to see who can care less about them? You know what I mean? It seems like they both throw up trash bags during the season. And is anyone watching Indiana or the Knicks?
I like Indiana. I just like some players like Jalen Smith is nice. Halliburton's really nice. I love watching Miles Turner sometimes. Miles McBride Chris Duarte. That's Chris Duarte, one of those players. I love his game. I think the Pacers will be nice, but I don't think they'll be playoff contenders. But I think they'll be nice. Jax, what's your thoughts on this, my man?
I got to go with H-Bomb on this one. This is probably the worst game today. Not going to watch it for sure. Let's go.
Our next game, we got Hornets and Sixers. I think Sixers will win out with Hornets, like LaMelo Ball being injured with I think like a ankle left sprain is what I saw on Twitter. I think the Sixers will just dominate the Hornets. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm going to have to follow your lead, Roy. I think the 76ers are going to run away with it. Without some key injuries, the Hornets might be able to compete, but today I think it's the 76ers.
Yeah,
Jax, what about
so 76ers got this in the bag. Hornets got too many injured players right now. That's
Okay, next game after Hornets Sixers, we got Pelicans Heat. Pelicans are looking really good this season with Zion Wilson being bulky now, like looking fit, looking better than ever. Heat look good with Jimmy Butler. I just don't like his hair. I don't know why. His hair is really funny. Here, I'll pull it up if I can find it. It's this. What do you guys think about his hair right now? I'm not a big fan of it. He's saying he's doing the trolls for the internet, and it's kind of working.
Do you want me to comment on the hair or the game?
The hair.
Okay, all right, the hair. Well, I think he looks like a child's doll. I don't know how else to say it. He looks like a figurine. Maybe he should revert back to his old style.
He said, I don't like it, but I think he's trying to see what it looks like on him, but it did not work. Jax, what you think of it?
Nah, he's definitely doing it for the trolls. He's just having a good season. I think Miami will make it to the playoffs.
All right, let's talk. Let's do. But the Pelicans do look nice. Let me go into their stats real quick. So they beat the Spurs, they beat the Pistons, and they beat the Bulls. They beat the Spurs on pretty well. They beat the Pistons by 5, and they beat the Bulls by 4. And this is 2021 team stats: 109 points per game, 45 rebounds per game, 25 per assist. And injuries right now: Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, Larry Nance are all day to day. Not bad. Okay. Our next game, Nets versus Bucks. This is more of a playoff team, like 2 playoff teams going at it, but in a preseason version. But I think the Nets will win it. Or excuse me, the Bucks. I don't know. They're both really good, but I think the Nets might win it. This is honestly a good team. These are 2 good teams to watch like during playoff time. It is really fun. I think they did it this season. I'm pretty sure. Let me search that up.
I mean, are we looking at possibly a future look at the Eastern Conference Finals?
It is a certain possibility that they play it out because the East is pretty stacked when it comes to all this. Yeah, 2021 playoffs they did play, but they haven't played after that. And then we got Timberwolves versus Lakers. Speaking about the Timberwolves, I gotta show you guys the Timberwolves jersey that was going viral. T-Wolves jersey. It was I don't know. Some people didn't like it. Some people are like, nah, that's not it. Let me see. I think it was their city jersey. It was. There's some leak. It's like where is it? It's these are jerseys that they're showing that these are the city edition. What is y'all's guys' thoughts on this?
First off, I'm gonna pick against the Lakers all season long until they prove me wrong, just because I have a deep-seated hatred for LA teams. However, I actually kind of like the jerseys for Minnesota. So
I like them. I don't think they're bad. I think it's a little different from what their like color scheme is. They always go like green, purple, or blue. So, I mean, it's something a little bit different. Jax, what do you think about it?
Yeah, so it is surely different. The jersey is something else. I mean, I don't really like it in my personal opinion, but I mean,
Why is that, Jax? Come on now.
I don't know. Just all the different colors just doesn't look good to me.
Okay. Okay, no worries, no worries. We got we'll talk about Kings versus Suns because that's my team, the Suns. But Nuggets versus Clippers, another playoff team you would love to watch. Both of them would be perfect in a series. I think the Clippers will win this one, but overall in the regular season, Clippers will beat this team no matter what. Even though Jamal Murray returned, Nikola Jokic, but I still think Kawhi Leonard, PG-13, and John Wall they just added are going to be phenomenal together. I think that three is going to be deadly in the Western Conference Final. What do you guys think of this?
I'm gonna let my man Clay Collin choose my pick for me. So which one is it? Who are you picking? Clippers. We got one for the Clips.
Jax, what about you?
I've got to say the Nuggets on this one just because they're going to be lethal this year.
Okay. Why is that, Jax?
Because they got Joker. They got the Joker. He can do anything, basically.
I mean, he's an MVP, but I don't know. I don't know when it comes to this big three.
I don't know. We will see.
All right.
More like the geriatric three.
My main game that I love to watch, Suns versus Kings. I'm gonna say the Suns lose this game today, and I think it's because our bench is not the best as what it was last season. Now, last season bench wasn't the best either, but I could say our bench needs a lot of improvement. Been hearing rumors that the Suns are looking to trade Crowder for Jordan Clarkson, which I don't know is possible. There was a news about Shams saying that the Atlanta Hawks are interested in Jay Crowder, and there was like packages that were going on for Crowder for Holiday, Crowder for Bogdan. There was a lot of trades. If the Hawks do get Crowder, I want it for Bogdan, and he was drafted by our team, but unfortunately he didn't want to play with us due to like we were crap, like really bad. And I honestly don't think I think we can get him now because he's been he's been part of this team, like not part of this team, but he was once part of this team, and I think has a lot of good talent that he could bring to the bench.
I do have one thing to say though.
Of course, he has something to say about the Suns.
I hope the Suns do the very worst this season. I'm a Rockets fan, and go Rockets.
All you care about is getting Victor Wembanyama, whatever his last name is. He's really good though.
Yeah.
Are you guys about to fight right now?
If that's the case, we'll
we don't want to mess up Jax's nice home. Look, he's got a baby Graham behind him. We can't be brawling in that space.
But before we end the NBA talks, I want to do two more games for you guys, for you and Hohnbaum and Jax. So we got the Rockets versus Pacers on Friday and Celtics versus Raptors. Which game do you want to talk first?
We could talk about Rockets.
Rockets game?
Yeah. I don't see the Rockets winning this one.
Why is that?
Just because I don't know. We'll probably beat good teams, but lose to horrible teams this year.
How about what you think?
About which game?
Rockets versus Pacers.
I'm going Rockets.
Rockets?
Yeah.
I think Rockets will win. It's a preseason game, But then again, if we play this in the regular season, I think Rockets would lose and Pacers would try to win it because Rockets want to tank. But forget this game. That game, Jax can worry about because we don't care. But the game that I really did like to – this is like more of a playoff game type of team, like two playoff teams trying to go at it. Not Rockets. Why the hell did I say Rockets? Celtics versus Raptors. Hohnbaum, you're a Celtics fan. You love the Celtics with all your passion, love on that team. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win, Celtics or Raptors?
Unlike my fellow co-hosts, I'm picking my team to win. All right? We're going East Coast all the way. Big C, let's go.
Well, why? Is it just who do you love? What is about that team?
Pure passion, bro. Pure passion. That's all I'm picking from. Pure passion.
Pure passion. Okay.
Pure passion is gonna get you nowhere.
You were muted.
You're probably right about that. However, that's how me and all my teams are, right?
Yeah.
Live or die by them.
Well, speaking about teams you love, our team choked this Saturday. Razorbacks versus MS State. Not the best game you wanted to see. It was a blowout if we did not play up to expectations, but there was a lot of things in factor, like KJ Jefferson did not play. I know, Hohnbaum, you definitely watched the game. What was your thoughts on it? And tell the audience what they felt, what you felt.
Yeah, the story is injuries. The starting quarterback was gone, and then we had 4 players in our secondary that were starters at the beginning of the season out for this game. So injuries kind of decimated us, and we really couldn't have any really good game plans on defense. We just played vanilla defense, and Mike Leach and Will Rogers are going to shred that. And we didn't make adjustments. We just kind of kept it in that vanilla defense, and our offensive play was pretty good considering we didn't have our starting quarterback. But our offensive line just couldn't get any push. And that was really kind of the –
Is this me or sorry if I interrupted, but is this me? Why does Malik Hornsby – is it me or does he just rush the ball? He doesn't pass a lot. I feel like he always rushes it. I don't know if you noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been the big criticism against him this past game. He kind of proved that he does have the arm. Now, he did throw 2 picks kind of out of desperation and late in the game, but I thought he passed well this game. That hasn't always been the case, but I think he showed that he can have a good arm if he works on it.
What'd you say, Jax?
Yeah, I mean, he threw for 234 yards and 1 touchdown. So, I mean, he can pass. I think he's better at running.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. He is an incredible runner, and if you let him go, instead of getting a first down, he's getting 30 or 40 yards. So it's definitely a forte.
Any other players you saw on Razorbacks that I didn't get to watch this game? I was at work, but any player you thought that was like outstanding from the Razorback side or MS State side?
Yeah, Mississippi State's quarterback, Will Rogers, I mean, he looked like he should be playing on Sundays this past Saturday. And he really shredded us up. They had a great game plan and stuck with it. Their running backs also ran the ball against Arkansas, who, as of recently, we've had a really good rushing defense. So I really don't know what happened. But they ran all over us, and they passed at will. For the Razorbacks, you got it like we've already talked about. You got to hand it over to Malik Hornsby. He played well. He played beyond our expectations for him. Other than that, Drew Sanders had, I think, 14 tackles. But we, as a whole, our team just didn't play very well.
Yeah, I heard a lot of Razorbacks fans saying that this team didn't show heart last game, which you can just tell from the score. But not even that. We took a lot of L's. We lost to Alabama. We lost to Texas A&M. Texas A&M, we lost by 2 points. I didn't watch it. I don't keep up with a lot of Razorback because I don't watch it that much. But what I could just tell is losing by 2 points to Texas A&M and then just getting blown out by Alabama, and then your Blacks getting blown out again by MS State is just not a good week. Just not a good month to start off.
Yeah, we should have won against A&M. That's the one. But hey, you got to hand it to Alabama. They're just a better team than Arkansas, and the team that showed up in Starkville this past Saturday was not as good as the Mississippi State team.
So, quick little prediction. I gotta ask you, who do you think is gonna win, Razorbacks or BYU?
Well, because we're sitting in Arkansas, and I'm a diehard Razorback fan. Like I said, I pick my teams, right? I'm choosing the Hogs. Now, I don't think it's going to be easy to go up to Provo, Utah, and win against BYU. You know, you got all these factors. You got altitude, you have home field advantage for them. A lot of things going BYU's way, but I think getting KJ Jefferson back is going to give us enough spark for our offensive line so we can block and run the ball.
What do you think, Jax?
I'm gonna have to agree with Hohnbaum and say it'll definitely be a close one and a difficult one for Razorbacks, but I think we can pull it off.
I think I love the Razorback, but I think the Razorbacks can pull it off if they play with their heart and injuries don't affect us. But that's really what it just depends on Razorbacks. Do y'all want to do some NFL talk? We can do since we got some time. All right, let's do some NFL talk. So I know Jax was happy with the Cowboys beating the Rams. How'd you feel, Jax?
It felt great. Pre-Cal teacher is a Rams fan, so felt good. We had a really good game and couldn't have asked for anything more.
What did you think, Mr. What did you think, Hohnbaum?
About which game?
You're on mute, by the way. You having technical? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, which game?
Cowboys versus Rams.
Cowboys versus Rams. I mean, I am traditionally not a Cowboys fan. However, I can never root for a reigning Super Bowl champ, so I liked the end of it. Now, I didn't watch the game. I just looked at the stats and the box score, but I did appreciate the results.
What about your Saints? Saints versus Seahawks.
Man, barely pulling it off. Feeling good about it. Saints needed a win, and we finally got one. Hopefully, we can carry this over to next week. But overall, the Saints have disappointed me a little bit this year. We had the first game we pulled off the win, but we needed last week's win. Hopefully, we can carry it over to this week.
Is Andy Dalton your quarterback, right? As right now, or I'm wrong? Is he your backup quarterback?
What do you mean?
Andy Dalton?
Yeah, Andy Dalton is the backup quarterback right now. It's Taysom Hill.
Yeah, he's Taysom Hill's backup, right? He's a third stringer.
Yeah.
And then James Winston. When is James Winston injury coming? Like, what happened? I didn't keep up with it.
He was taken out. I believe it was last week. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to watch the game here in our market. I don't really know that much.
Oh, you're on mute again. You're on mute. Hohnbaum, you're on mute.
Yeah. How was I supposed to be talking?
Yeah, you're on mute.
Yeah, so
you might need to say all of what you said.
All right. So I didn't get to watch the game where he was injured because it wasn't being aired in our market. But I don't think it's a season-ending injury. I think he will be back. And, I think it's week to week. So hopefully we can get him back soon. Okay.
Which is reasonable. But another game, sadly, the Falcons lose to the Buccaneers, which I am okay, but I'm not, because I want to see once that the Falcons beat Tom Brady. He is 11-0 against the Falcons, which is always just devastates me and makes me want to cry and all that. But this team, in the end, fell short. Grady Jarrett got him, but then I think it was a holding flag or something came up. I think it was a holding, and then they just took over, and We lost, but I think we'll beat the next game. I think we're playing the 49. I pray to God crossing fingers, we win it out, but I hope we do. And if we don't, it's just looking like we're just going to tank and try to go for some great player. Any other thoughts from you guys, Jax, Hohnbaum? Nope. All right, well, let's end this off podcast. Any last words you guys want to say, Jax, Hohnbaum?
See you guys next week.
Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. All right, go Suns. Let's get a dub today. Suns versus Kings, 9:00 Central Time. I hope we get a dub.
It's gonna be an L.
Next week we'll do some NBA regular season talk, some regular season predictions. We'll do that more often now, and we'll do some Razorback talks. Come back and talk about BYU, and then we'll do some NFL talks here or there. But everything else, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Please sub. Follow us on Twitter, Dragon Sports Podcast. We have not a lot of subs, but we will eventually. All right, thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you guys next week. See you.
Peace.